This guitar is getting a couple coats of paint, a couple layers, I guess. So it's going to get this is ivory white here. So it's going to get ivory white over the whole guitar. The package is going to be ivory white. I got it in the house right now. So I'm going to come back through after this dries. We got to tape off. We got to put a gold stripe that runs the whole length of this body on the front. We got to put a gold stripe on it, and then we got to paint that, and we'll let that dry. And once that's dry, it's peel it back off, and we're ready to clear coat it. Clear coat it, and from that point, let it cure, dry, whatever. Then come back through naturally, sand it down. You know, sand it down to like whatever, 2,000, 3,000 grit, whatever. And buff it out, get you a nice eyeglass finish. So, this is basically stage one of like a 3-stage process. And I was supposed to be, actually, the plan was, I was supposed to put the second coat of white on yesterday morning, paint the gold yesterday evening, and be clear coating today, or possibly last night, probably not last night though. Be clear coating last night. So we're back to a day and a half behind now. So I originally painted this thing last week. I painted it one full coat, and there was a couple spots up in this area where there's some primer showing. I didn't see it the first time, and I didn't realize until after, a day or two later I was looking at it real close, and I could see up in here there was gray primer. So I didn't get good paint up in there. The rest of it looked decent. So I figured, well, if I'm going to go ahead and sand this, get paint up here, I got to probably get it sanded down a little bit. And there's a couple, not runs or anything, but just some imperfections in the guitar itself, in the paint, where like, I don't know what they're called, but they have like a little lump in the paint. You just come by, just hit it with a piece of sandpaper like this, and it's going. I figured, well, I'll go through and clean up some of those. And I'll just emery cloth the whole body and just shoot a second coat of paint on it, and that's what I was doing yesterday. So, and then, like I said, the paint started running like water. I think I said it like 3 times on how now. Anyways. The problem with this design is it's hard to get and work in this area and in this area because everything's so close. You got these horns that come down this way, the cut-ins are coming this way. It's next to impossible to get paint in there. As you're spraying like this, you got to come down an angle like this and kind of shoot it down from the top or from the bottom and shoot it up in. And you can't be far away because if you're far away, it's going to all hit here. So you got to kind of get over top and just kind of miss this thing. Or try, you don't miss it, but I mean, just kind of aim at what comes down like this or up like that. And it's not the easiest thing to paint. And because this is like the first one I built, this design, this stuff you don't think about until you run into the problem. Like, oh crap, that's going to be a bitch to paint. You know what I mean? And then after you know, you're like, well, how can we make this thing better? The next time I gotta paint it, I'm not going through this hassle. That's how guitar designs come about. Trial and error. That's how everything comes about though. Not just guitars, that's anything. Cars, anything. But that's basically what you're doing. Or what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So anyways, I might have to come back through. I don't want to do this, but I might have to come back through and take a paintbrush and actually try to brush paint down inside there. That's how tight it is. If I come like this, I don't know. I might get it like that. Spraying it straight across like that, maybe. Down inside there. It's not bad, but it's bad enough where you notice it. It's not like it's not paint. There's paint in there. It's just there's just not enough. You can still see the gray through the white. And so, and then I got a bunch of run marks up in here that need to be sanded out. Take this thing off. I can't really get to it on this. But it's not bad. I mean, just a couple spots here and there, and it's ready for paint. It really is. What I was doing earlier is I take a razor blade, and actually on a couple of the run marks where it kind of like ran and then it stopped, like in the middle, like on the back side, or it was the front side, the back side. On this long one, it ran like from here, from this corner, down and stopped about right here. And I don't know how it stopped there, but apparently it dried or something. And what it was the run mark came in and all the paint puddled right there, so it was like it wasn't bad down through here, and you got here and it was like really thick, like a big old glob, like it was ready to drip and dry. So I took a razor blade like this and just kind of cut it off flush at the bottom, and then instead of standing there and sanding it down for 20 minutes or half hour, just cut it off flush at the bottom, and then came back there and finished up the same thing. Anyways, I think we're about ready to paint. Of course, it's gotta get warmer again. It's really cold out today. I don't know if the shop's gonna warm up at all. I was in here the other night, and I had it so hot in here that I was down to a t-shirt, and I had to shut the heater off. It was just roasting. I'm like, man, that's nice. But it wasn't near as cold. It was in the high 30s. Today out there, it's probably 20s. And the wind is blowing. And it doesn't feel bad, but I just think it's too cold to paint right now. It's, you know, I'm kind of, my arms, it's cool down low, it's weird. It's cool down here, it's freezing, and up here it's warm. I guess it rises. But I'm actually liking the way it's turning out so far. Let's get it finished up here. I'm just mainly waiting on it to warm up, trying to get it as warm as it can. Because naturally, the warmer it is, the better we're going to have it paint. The better look. I'm just looking to see if there's any place I might have missed that might have a run. Any place. And I'm no expert on painting, so probably what I'm doing is probably doing it wrong. How I'm trying to sand this down or what. I claim to be no expert on painting. I don't want to be no expert on painting. But I kind of goes with the territory, so. I think we're about ready to grab the emery cloth and go to town with the emery cloth. Get this whole thing cleaned up with the emery cloth, so we're ready to paint as soon as we get where I feel the heat's good enough in here to shoot the paint. Of course, I'm not going to record that because this is a small building. I mean, I don't have a big shop, and it takes about 3 seconds for this place to kill somebody. You can't see 3 feet in front of you. So there'll be no shooting whenever I start painting. It's just not possible. Last year, during the summer last year, I painted the guitar. I forget which one I was painting, but I was painting the guitar, and I wanted to shoot the paint nips, but I couldn't put the camera in here because it's just how, you know, how to paint this. So I really don't got any ventilation or anything like that to take it outside. It's kind of, I don't paint a lot, so, you know. But so I said I wanted to videotape me painting the guitar. So I opened my door out there, swung it around and kept it open, put a piece of wood in front of it so it wouldn't swing shut. I took my tripod and my camera and set it out there in the yard, outside my door about 10 feet. Then just zoomed in through the door and in here, and then stood over like this on this side so they get and showed me painting. And that's when I first realized how bad it was. You start spraying, you just see everything in the air. I'm like, holy cow! It was like a fog in here. You couldn't see nothing. And yeah, that ventilation stuff. I should probably set something up like that. But like I said, I don't paint a lot. I really don't. I stay away from it as much as I can. So maybe what I want to do actually is build like a small room. Actually, not here because I'm not enough for it. Just build a small room on the outside of it, of this building, like on like that wall or something, where you have a door where you can walk into it and keep all my painting and staining stuff in there. That way, if I want to stain or paint something, I can go in that door, stain it, come out, shut the door, and keep working out here without having to worry about anything. Because whenever you paint, you can't do nothing. So if I paint this guitar, when I paint this guitar today, I'm going to be done. I ain't going to do nothing in the shop because this is going to be in here drying. So I'm going to paint the guitar basically, shut the lights off, and leave for an hour or whatever while it dries. And it's a wasted day. It's not a wasted day, but I mean, I can't get other stuff done. Where if I had a separate room where I could shut the door, I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, dust in there. I could go in there, paint, stain, whatever, let it hang, come in, shut the door, and come out here and work on other stuff. You know, I really can't even have people in here just because of the how much fumes and stuff is in here. You really can't even do like the paint and then sit there on the bench and do a repair because the fumes are so bad. For like, you know, you almost have to open the door and let it kind of go out the door that way. And you really can't do that either because it's freezing out.